Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Truth Be Told America. Today, we are back with another news rundown. Today, we'll be talking about the Minnesota Unrest 2026. That's what we're calling this, Minnesota Unrest 2026. There's been all kinds of stuff going on in Minnesota right now, and you guys probably know of that, hopefully. If not, well, welcome. We're going to talk to it. Talk about it today. I do have to say this. Alert, we're not an official news company such as Fox News or any other news company like that. We get all of our news information from publicly available sources such as the White House, FBI, or CISA, or CIA. We do make sure to fact check our information. So, let's get started. Hey, everybody. We're looking at a very serious situation here in Minnesota right now. Things have been heating up in Minneapolis since early January. And today we're going to break down what's happening and what the president is currently saying about it. So, it all started when a crazy woman named Renee Good was shot during an encounter with ICE agents, which are federal immigration officers. Since then, we've been seeing big protests all over the city. That was the woman who thought she could get away with trying to run over an ICE officer. So, that crazy lady is what started all this. So, the federal government claims that she was killed while trying to run over an ICE agent, with her car, which she was. This happened during an Operation Metro Surge, where the government sent in about 2,000 agents for immigration raids. However, local government and some witnesses are disputing that story, saying the officers used too much force. Which is not true. They didn't use too much force. When you try and run over a police officer, you're going to get shot. It's common sense. I mean, when she tried to run him over, she knew she got what she had coming to her. She was going to get shot. That's just don't. She tried to run over an officer. All right, you're gonna get shot. All right, he was defending himself in self-defense. So that whole situation is what started all these riots and stuff that's going on in Minneapolis right now. So I got a couple names on here actually. Governor Tim Walz and Mayor Jacob Frey, I don't think I'm saying that right, are pretty upset. They said the federal government is overstepping and making things more dangerous. Actually, the same people that the left hates are the people who are actually keeping our neighborhoods safe and secure and are getting rid of illegal people. The liberals keep saying that they're not doing nothing wrong. Well, them being here illegally is doing something wrong already. See, Nick, keyword illegal, alright? It's illegal. What they're doing being here already is illegal. And then the stuff in their backgrounds. They're pedophiles. How many people have they raped already? But the liberals are wanting to support them and keep them here and are on their side. So, the left is back at it once more, rioting and taking a state to hell and protecting aliens and pedophiles. Even though Trump is trying to remove the bad guys that hurt kids and that are pedos, the left fully supports them. So yeah, the left supports your molesters over here. Let's now switch over to what Trump has been talking about and what he might send over to Minnesota. Now, this is flipping like crazy, so by the time this is posted, it might be a little bit different. Or he might already have done this. So, now let's talk about President Trump. On January 16th, President Trump spoke about the protests at the White House. He mentioned something called an Insurrection Act. Alright. So, the liberals are already going to be calling him Nazi for that, or Hitler, which he's not. The Insurrection Act, this is a very powerful law from the 1807. This lets a president use the actual U.S. military like the Army or your National Guard, to act as police on American soil. Usually, the military isn't allowed to do that, but this law has a special exemption or exception for when things get out of control. It means the president could send troops into Minnesota even if the governor says no. So all these liberals sitting here pulling people out of their cars, punching people, stabbing people, catching things on fire, messing everything up like they always do when they don't get their way. We need to get it under control. And Minnesota's cops ain't gonna do that. We need the military. I'm sorry, I support our police, but Minnesota's police ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't even gonna get close. I mean, they're weak. All right. So we need to send the National Guard down there. It's a very good thing. This act will stop libtards from messing up the state even more than it already is. Now, Trump said, he told reporters, I don't think there's any reason right now to use it, but if I needed it, I would use it. But if I need it, I would use it. So, he's planning to use it. He's definitely considering it. He's considering using the Insurrection Act. Very good idea, sending your National Guard down there, stopping all the liberals from blowing everything to flip up, catching everything on fire, calming the situation down. That's what the liberals don't understand. If we do send them there, we're sending the National Guard there to calm the situation down. All right? When liberals get mad, they like to flip everything, turn everything upside down. The cops, they ain't going to do nothing. They ain't even going to get close. All right? Especially in Minnesota, the cops ain't going to do anything. In Florida, maybe. They have a better chance, but Minnesota, yeah, the cops ain't doing nothing. So we need to send the National Guard there to help calm things down, help the police get the situation under control. So, yeah, it's going to stop the violence. It's going to bring the craziness down. Yeah. That is that. There's all kinds of flipping stuff going on in Minnesota right now. Especially the Leering Centers. We'll get back on that on a different rundown. The Leering Centers. So, that is the end of this rundown. Thanks for coming to Truth Be Told Rundown. Make sure to like and subscribe. Here at Truth Be Told, I'm doing as much as I can to make our channel a little bit bigger, getting better setup and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this new setup. Make sure to stay safe out there, y'all. Make sure to like and subscribe to Truth Be Told America. We give the truth, quite frankly. We give the truth. Everything, the truth.